What's up, everybody, guys and dolls, and whatever you identify as? Welcome back to Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations. I'm your host, Dom. We have such an amazing special guest. She is a familiar face to the show. We have Farren Moore back to
Yo,
discuss her new podcast, More
hey,
to Sex.
there's more to sex.
There's more to sex, and I've
Okay,
shown.
wait, you got on something a little cutie cute. What's that?
Yeah, I've shown up in my flyest lingerie, but you know my boobs be big, and also like I realized, Farron, I was like, oh, what can I wear? Like I have to adjust and fit things in cups. It's like
You
I was
did
like,
you
oh,
act-
I'm gonna go full out.
you could decide what to wear. I'm sure. Do you have like a full lingerie? You feel like a lingerie person, right?
Okay, Farron, I have now realized
Mm-hmm.
I was slacking on my lingerie game. Well,
Why you think that? Why you say that?
I'm gonna say I'm slacking on my teddy game
Mm.
because everything I else that I have is like a two-piece set.
Oh, bra and panty.
Yeah, or like with the garter and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like it is, and I was like, I really don't. I got to get my teddy game together. Like
You know what?
literally.
Teddies are really cute, but sometimes depending on how they're made, they're like for me, they can be more of a hassle because
Ooh.
I'm the type of person that I like to keep something on. And so with most teddies, once it's off, it's off.
Oh no, baby,
So
you just got to
I
snap it
want a
about.
crotchless, yes, I want something that opens from the bottom, and a lot of them don't.
The
So,
all the ones that I have, like I have like three, because like
mhm.
all of them open from the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and I have a few of them and like actual teddies, and none of them open from the bottom.
Oh baby.
None
Uh,
of
we got to get you
yeah.
a
So
bottom.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like to keep something on. So once a teddy is off, it's off, and I'll be like, man, I wanna. So I'll be having to. I put stuff on under it, so
Mhm.
that it just leaves me exposed, so that when it comes off, then I'm still like, I don't know,
Is it
something.
part of the allure to keep something on for you? Because I feel like I strip down so fast. Like I feel like there's never a sex tease like how I think about what movie was that? Was it? I'm trying to think. Is it Michelle Pfeiffer? Somebody's kind of doing like a chair sexy dance and doing all of this stuff. What movie is that? That never happens for me.
Oh, see, yeah. See, that's another thing. Like, I don't know, it's just something sexy to me about still having like my some clothing on, or like whether it's just a garter around my waist, or like the yeah around my waist, or I don't know, some crotchless panties, or just a bra. Like I got something, it's like a string of pearls and it goes
That's
around my
sexy.
breast, but it's just completely open. And so, like that, I like having that on.
I like the sound of that. I'm like, hold
So,
on, wait.
yes.
Okay, now I'm thinking about it. Cause I was like literally, wow, I don't have anything like that. Cause I just feel like the stuff that I have, like I said, it's two-piece sets, and I
Mhm.
just feel like they don't even take the time to admire because a lot of that shit is expensive from my sax days. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so no compliments? Just take it off? Okay. But
Yeah,
and men be like, take it off.
that's another thing. That's why I be like, yo, lingerie should be for you
Yeah,
because they don't give a fuck. They
they
ain't
they
paying
really
attention to
don't.
that at all.
They
At
really
all.
don't.
You can put on the cheapest stuff for somebody else and it's gonna look A1.
Yeah. No, that's
So
real.
if you spending money like that, make sure that's for you.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, what so
Yes, yes.
partition? You see, I got the light a little darker, trying to give you a little sexy, like take
Let's
all of
get
me.
it.
Just want to
Get
be
it.
the girl you like.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
so
God dang
stupid.
it. Like, niggas, man. Well, you have this new amazing sex cast where you're having Why you laugh? Because it is. I got my life.
No, I never heard the word sexcast before. It caught me off. I've never heard it used. I've read it, but I've never
Mhm.
heard it used. And so it just caught me off guard. I was like, not a sex cast.
Yeah, you got a sex cast, girl. And we gonna talk about the sex today, about your
Love
sex
it.
cast.
Yeah,
So you have this amazing
I do. I'm
new
so
sex cast.
excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I love it
I'm
so
excited about it. I'm
yeah.
excited about it because I get to know some of my friends on an even more intimate level. You know, Shantae and Marche, you had April and Mike Dam. I don't know Mike Dam, but Mike Dam is interesting. I
Yeah.
said he looks like Big Sean's cousin twice removed.
But it's so much more than getting, though I say I'm getting in their business. I like having those stories come out so that
Mhm.
people who are listening like see themselves.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, shoot, I thought I was the only one," or
Yeah.
"I've never shared this because I thought it was weird." It's like, how would you know whether or not it's weird if you've never shared it with anybody? Like, in some
People need
way,
better
it is.
friends. They need friends that make them feel safe like we do,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using my friends to make everybody feel safe.
Good. I love it. Listen,
Yeah.
it's all about creating, like we've talked about this, like the other podcasts and all this stuff that we have. It's just about being real with people. A lot of
Mhm.
people are so afraid to show up as their true, authentic selves, and it's so many layers to sexuality. So I think it's dope that you have created this space for everybody because you cracked me up when you told Shantae and Marche, well, teach me how to gay. Like, okay, how can I be a lesbian? Like, what do I do? Like,
Right?
you and
It
it's
it's so funny because I actually, I did that on a much more, personal level, with my kid.
mhm,
Because this was after she like made it known on one of our lives together that she's lesbian. It was like, I want you to, I know I can't identify with that for
yeah.
you. I have no stories from that point of view. I don't know what that's like. So I legit was at Shantae and Marche's house one day with my baby, and we were just having girl talk. And so I was
Mhm.
like, oh, wait, boo. These are like two professional lesbians. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Ma'am.
Because you can talk to them.
Yeah,
Like because I know I can't offer
yeah,
a of you. And I just don't be wanting her out there just feeling like alone. I hate when people feel like they're alone because it's like if we just share our experiences, we'll see we are not alone in how we feel and in our experiences.
yeah.
So yeah, that's really what it all boils down to for me. That's so important for me.
And also we're not alone. People see you, we
Mhm.
hear you, we're trying to understand you. Because a lot of people, I think that is something even when it comes to our field, our lines of work, like we want to be seen, we want to be heard, like which is
Mhm.
why we use these platforms. And
Yeah,
I
the
recently
community, all of that. Yeah.
mentioned that at work, and it's been a completely different experience since I had that conversation.
Mm.
Now I ain't trying to say I'm trying to be a lifer, absolutely not. But what I'm saying, while I'm there, it's made it worth my while
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
speak up and advocate for myself. So
Right.
I'm proud of the kid being able
Yeah.
to come out and say
Yeah.
feels and how she
Yeah.
identifies.
Be the
It's
change.
like,
Yeah.
yes. So let's get into it. So the most recent episode, and you have a new episode dropping
Thursday.
Thursday,
And new episodes every Thursday.
every Thursday.
Yeah.
The most recent episode with the lovely April Rouse, who shows up at this crazy huge wig, and she's like shy and all these different things. What is it like for you to, kind of unpack your friends a little bit? You unpacking it.
You know what? It's actually Initially, it was a bit nerve-wracking because it was like, yo, my whole point in having them here is for me to pry. And so, in a way, it made me uncomfortable.
Okay.
But I also know that uncomfortable conversations are necessary. And the
Yeah.
whole point of me wanting to do this was because I know it's other people out there who have, like, they just, when it comes to their sexuality, their sexual experiences,
Yes.
their future sexual selves, they want to relate to somebody. They want to be seen, feel heard, and all of these things. And the best way to do that is to make it more comfortable having these conversations. And so what better way to do that than to be like, yo, let's play a game and unlock you a little bit to make you more open to
Yeah.
share. It just unfolds from there. So yeah, but at first it was very nerve-wracking. It was very nerve-wracking.
Was it nerve-wracking, just like wondering how open your friends would be, the guests would be, or is it just like I can't believe? Is it from the standpoint of I'm the interviewer and I have to ask these questions? Were you more nervous for yourself or your guest?
I was more nervous for them and their experience because um I'm asking, if I'm asking you to share some intimate details, and this is, it's one thing to talk to me one on one without cameras in
Right.
our face, but not only are we not one on one, but you may be sitting there next to a stranger
Yeah.
in your underwear with a camera in your face. So it's all these elements that they're trusting me with.
They've been to lingerie parties in college. They all right.
I
Listen, I was thinking
don't
about
know that. I never had that experience, so I don't know that.
oh, Farren, we have to do that for you. Like go back, like pretend we're back in college and go, baby. I won a lingerie contest in college, me and my homegirl at the
Really?
ball. Yes. And it was we won open bar the whole night. We were definitely underage age, and we was drinking amaretto sours. But
Y'all
I've
out there
always
about
just
to
been
make
so
niggas catch whole ass cases running around in your underwear underage.
I was always so comfortable in my skin. Like it like once I realized this sounds very crazy. Once I realized my power, I really rested
Mm,
in who I am and who I
yes.
yeah. So it's just
You
like
owned it very, very early. I got you. Yeah.
okay. So now that we have the edge knocked off, are these like rapid fire questions that come? Like, is it just run of the mill? Like, oh, I thought of this on the spot, or do you have like that kind of reels it in a little bit when you are
No, most of it, I started off with these like canned questions
okay?
that I just wanted to have just in case I needed to have something to pull from. But
Okay.
when I tell you, I have not actually looked at, like, because yeah, I kept my iPad like within sight the
Yeah.
whole, especially for this first season of episodes. And but it was, that screen would be black the entire time because it's just right off the cuff based on what we're talking about, what's going on in the moment. And every episode, every recording, every conversation just got better and better and easier. And now, like before, I used to be like super anxious and stuff before going into the studio. Now I'll be like, yo, I'm ready.
I
So,
love it.
so
I'll
start.
definitely say this to you. There is a level of confidence, and I've seen you because I watch more to the story, and I'm
Mhm.
watching you because I'm a supportive friend.
Thank you.
Like I definitely see that there's a layer where you are definitely more relaxed and resting in what you were doing and what you're talking about, and I love
Mhm.
that.
Yes, thank you.
I know because you were saying how sometimes speaking in front of people can be nerve wracking for you. I'm like, girl, pop a Molly and go.
That's another thing. Like I be so chill. Like, we'll have some liquor there or whatever for the guests to help
Yeah.
them relax. But I'm chatting them up before we even get to starting the show that they already relax. So by the time I move on to like taking off your robes, they done drank half their cocktail and they're
Okay.
like, yeah, let's take this off. Like, oh yeah, let's open it up. So it's
Open it
it's a
up.
whole process that's happening before we even get there. But yeah, but me, I'll be sitting there drinking water. I done just came back in
No
from
lingerie.
a smoke break. Just touched up my lip gloss and I'm like, let's go, let's
Let's
go.
go. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you play different games on your show,
Hmm.
and I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And maybe you'll ask me a few questions. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm ready. I got my never have I ever deck sitting here waiting for you too.
Okay, well, you start. You're the guest, so you start. Ask me.
Oh,
You
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 you wanna play it now? Okay.
Yeah, we can play it now. Like I'll do one and then you do one.
Okay, okay. Oh, okay. So, never have I ever had a relative walk in during sex.
Okay. It wasn't my relative, but it was my boyfriend's relative. It was his great grandmama.
His great grand. Wait, that's still nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say if it was just like his little brother or
No,
something. Okay.
great grandmother. Yeah. We like froze. And she said, I this doesn't look right. And no, and it actually more so recently, my guy's nephew walked in. And
Mm.
it was like,
How old is his nephew?
he grown.
Oh, okay.
He's grown. And I was just like, oh my God, oh my God. Like, but we was like, the position that we was in, it just kind of looked like we was asleep.
Hmm.
Like we was spooning, but
So
we was.
you think?
You say what?
I said, so you think that's how it looked?
Well, yeah, they knew what was
Looked
up.
like two
Like, we
caterpillars,
grown.
two caterpillars. Yo,
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
gross.
I'm going to ask you a question that you asked your guests because they
Ooh,
didn't throw it back.
okay.
Never have I ever stalked someone.
Stalked.
Yes.
Stalked someone.
And it could be low to intermediate, high to extreme.
Like healthy, low. No.
Yes.
um, Stalked someone. I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so.
You a damn lie. You a Aries. Y'all be hot in these streets.
No. See, but I would respond in a different type of way. I am the type that I have been stalked or I have put myself out there to where I will not give you the energy, enough energy, which is just reverse psychology. I just end up receiving a ton of energy because I'm so dismissive.
Okay.
It's a mind game.
Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, wait. I get where you're going. So if I'm interested in you, but you know that I'm interested in you, you gonna dismiss me. So then I could kind of be like in your space more or come to you
Yeah.
more.
Tell me how bad you want it.
Okay, I like that. I like that. And then you say you've been stalked. Low,
Yeah.
Medium,
That I
how
had.
extreme?
Uh, I mean, for me, it felt extreme because my car was vandalized.
Yeah, that's extreme. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But nothing that would have that caused me like physical harm though.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, for me, because it involved vandalism, it felt high.
Right.
But it was, yeah, but it wasn't anything that would have caused me physical harm.
Okay. All right. As long as you were safe.
Though he did turn around after that and like touch me.
The guy that vandalized your car.
Yes.
But why? Okay, so I'm just trying to understand. Help me understand why he vandalized your car. Like,
Wait, are
was
you victim blaming? What you mean? Why? Because
no,
he
no, no,
caught
no, no.
me.
That's no, 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 no. Don't do that. Cause I'm like, if
Cause
I
he
like
crazy.
you, I'm not gonna do the most I'm gonna do is maybe stalk where you could potentially be so I can just appear so you can know, like, so you can see me. So I'm visible, but I'm not doing anything like that. So I'm like, did he not click that if I vandalize this woman's car, she might not ever fuck with me.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
didn't care about that no
Yeah, I
more.
think he was a little special.
I don't think he cared about that no more. Cause yeah, and then after that, we were in the same space together and he like walked by and like palmed my head
Okay. I'm
in
uncomfortable.
public so I couldn't like flip out. So it was, yeah, it was weird. Incredibly so.
Okay. I'm I'm sorry that happened. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that happened. That's
Um, are we still playing?
yes. You can ask me. We'll do another back and forth.
Okay.
Like
Never have I ever gotten something stuck in me.
that's not fair because I was going to ask you that question.
Too bad I asked first.
Oh,
Have you?
okay. So what had happened was the condom broke, and
Mm,
I feel like how this had to be pulled out of me. It pulled out in pieces. This
wow.
condom had to be so old. And yes, pieces.
Uh,
So it like it was of course like the
how
ring.
did he even get it on?
It was fine when he got it on, but I guess once we start to getting it, and I definitely had to take a plan B just in case.
Right.
But and of course, you know, like this is my boyfriend, so I'm not mad, but it's like I was mad. I was like, okay, when you realize that and things felt a little different for you, why did you stop? But you're gonna pay for this plan B. But yeah, girl, it was like pieces of the condom, like, and I had to like lay on the floor because it wasn't like you could just pull it out.
Right.
It crumbled. Like I'm like, have you had this since you were like in high school? Like
That's disturbing. Where did he get that?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Wow.
This is also the reason why I did not stay with this partner.
Right. And it's
I was,
like,
I
see,
was
women, this is why we need to have our own condoms.
mhm.
Women be worried about like how that looks to have their to be prepared and have their own condoms. But man, I used to have my own shit. Even in yeah, even in high school. I used to have my own condoms.
Yeah, in high, I really wasn't fucking in high school. Like I was legit telling my sister about my first time experience today,
Mm.
and I was, I was like at my uncle's house on the like behind. It was like this couch, and then it was like a pool table, and we were under the pool table, and I was like, "This ain't how I pictured this. Can we just stop?" And his homeboy was like in the next room playing like on the computer with my cousin.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, this is a no. So like it didn't even register to me at that age to even carry my own condoms or
Okay.
lubricant or anything. I always relied on the guy to have it, but now as an adult and being aware of what's going on and
Mm.
how men try to trap women, I am definitely pro carry my own condoms.
Yeah. I mean, and then I started having sex so young that it's like these little boys ain't got them.
Yeah. And
And
you're
the
not trying
last
to
thing
get caught up
I'm
there.
finna do is get caught because I'm pregnant.
Mhm. Cause Sweet
So
Val would be like,
yeah, yes.
and it,
So
and I'm gonna say this, like I'm gonna say as recent as maybe 2015-ish, I remember like attempting to hook up with a guy that I have known, we were dating a little bit and I was in St. Louis visiting. And again, I'm sneaking around as an adult, trying to have sex in my uncle's house. He didn't have a condom, and I remember being so frustrated. And I was just like, I really want to risk it, but the way your life has been set up, I ain't trying to get caught up. So I'm not trying
right,
to get caught with a kid. I would
right.
learn later down the line as we were dating that he was coming to me and not telling me when we were hooking up, but I was like, that's not how pregnancy works. Yeah,
Really, and not
yeah,
telling you?
not telling me.
That's disturbing.
It didn't even like click that that's what was happening. Niggas. I
I'm
took it all.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Because God favored me, and I'm okay. Nothing on me favoring other people, but he was like, "It ain't time yet, sis."
Right, right.
I was gonna say, never have I ever had sex publicly. I'm confident that you had sex publicly, but never have I ever had sex in the bathroom at the park.
In the bathroom at the park.
At the park, I had to get specific.
No, I actually have not. Not a
What?
park bathroom.
Okay.
No.
No public bathroom at all?
Huh?
No public bathroom at all.
Well, yes,
Okay.
but not in a park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my first time doing that. Like I'm a repeat offender. My first time doing that, I was in high school, and yeah, we like met up during class first, like plan to meet in a hallway, in a quiet hallway. And because my high school was open, like it used to be a college campus. So it was
Okay.
all like separate buildings and stuff. And so it was this one building that was really quiet in the morning. And so that's where we linked up in one of the bathrooms in that building in the morning.
Did
And
y'all
so,
lock
yes.
the door or was it like in the stall? What did
It was
you?
in a stall, but it was such a quiet, empty ass like building because it was the theater building. So
Okay.
only the foreign language classes were in that building.
Yeah.
But even those like were, especially for the early classes, when nobody really over there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's
So
nice.
yes, that was my first time.
I've never had sex, even in college, on the campus. Like high school, no.
Really?
College, no. Like college, I was like definitely fucking in like cars
Hmm.
and having those. And it's like really weird because person I pretty much dated in college was tall. So
Hmm.
our long asses, bones is, trying to get comfortable in the back seat. Uh, but yeah, never on a campus or anything like that
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, shoot, I was fooling around with little boys in middle school, like in the school. Yes.
I was just
Not,
finished. I'm
I'm
not
not used to this. I'm not just now sexually awakened. I've been awakened. I'm just more vocal about it.
Yeah, no, I in middle school, the most that I ever done was when I went, no, and I feel like that might have been high school. That might have been high school when I like made out with the guy I was seeing, like he had a birthday party and we were behind a table, but he never pressured me to have sex or anything. But girl, middle school, I feel like I just stopped playing with Barbies in the eighth grade.
I was in seventh grade in legit middle school. Yeah, as well. Like not not full on sex, but definitely some heavy petting, oral stuff happened in middle school at
Oh,
the school.
okay.
So
You were
operating
definitely not
public
new to this. You
was
were
never
definitely
a big deal. It was
That's so, and I think for me, I think it just sounds crazy because, like I said, I was still playing with dolls.
Mhm.
Like the only action that I was getting was seeing having Barbie and Ken Hunch, like, and like for the longest, like they didn't really. It was never like a penis. It was like Ken had on underwear, or it was like sculpted, or that's the most I was saying. Like,
And that's another thing. Like when I tell people, it sounds a little creepy, but I'm like, yo, I was a legit sexual child. I didn't have my dolls hunching. I was humping my dolls.
okay, well let's stay here.
So
Because you was also humping pillows a little bit, which
also,
I feel like we all have done.
yes.
Do you?
So
Is it still like a safety, a comfort thing that you still engage, or no? Like
with what?
the humping of the pillows.
Oh yeah, I still do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
When the spirit moves me.
I will say this: the last time I'm not, it wasn't a pillow. Oh my god! It was the corner of I was visiting someone, and I did not have a vibrator or anything, and I was
Mhm.
like, "How can I get this off really quickly?" And I like positioned myself on the corner of the bed and got it off, and just was like, "Oh my god! I feel so much better, but I know I violated this mattress, and I'm sorry to that mattress, but."
It's fine. It's fine. The mattress
Yeah,
don't.
that was and that was like some years ago, but I was just like, I try to always make sure
Mhm.
that I have, like something with me, like a vibrator wherever I
Mhm.
travel for the most part.
Yeah.
Just because you and I've talked about this, like just being erratically horny. And I've been at work and been so horny, and just like, I don't know what to do.
Yep.
I don't
And
know.
you have to take care of it right then. I remember when I first moved to LA, my first job, um, I used to go outside during lunch and take naps in my car, but I also would like move my car because sometimes I would need to rub one out.
Yeah.
And but that was also the place that it was a couple times I had to go to the bathroom and just pray that nobody walk in and hear me grunting in one of them stalls.
Like,
Yo,
I don't think we talk about that enough. Like, women are sex drive because women our sex drives like increase. They always say, "Oh, there's a plateau." No, it's not. Like we
look,
get
I
hornier and hornier and hornier, and I be at my desk fantasizing about shit, making up scenarios in my mind. I was like, "Ooh, I hope that happened. How can I make that happen?" Oh my god, I'm horny. Like today, I said, "I really want to fuck you bad." Like today, this happened today. Like I'm horny.
it
I'm
is it be so crazy how sometimes I be too shy to say certain things, and then other times I be like, "This is exactly what I want you to
like.
do with this part of your body to my part of my body immediately."
I love I love a good sex conversation.
Mm,
I love it. I love just like because you've already started the foreplay. So like by the time I get home, it's like waterfalls, and just like we just ready to go. Like I just love sexting. I love sending nudes, all of that.
right.
Well, I
See,
love sending nudes.
that's the stuff that I am awkward with.
Really?
I'm not big on nudes, and so like I'm never feeling like if I send one, it's just gonna be me standing in front of a mirror. Here you go. Like shit. I don't know how to make this cute. And I've
You want
never
to
been
take my nude
big.
taking
I'm
class?
awkward in sexting conversation.
Oh, I got you.
I be like, what the fuck I'm supposed to say to that? Not now. Like what? Like
Now, some days I wake up and I just started,
really? You just
and
start.
I might send a photo. Oh God,
Yes.
and it's busted open, like it's open.
If it's not immediately on my mind, like right there in the moment, and I am texting you exactly what I'm thinking, that creative shit don't come to mind. And if you hit me with the sex, I don't be knowing what the fuck to respond. I don't know what. Oh, that sounds like like what do you want? I can't do anything about this. Like why are we doing this?
It's
Say,
like this, so you've never done it where it's like builds the anticipation. So you don't like building anticipation. You just want it to happen.
um yes. So
It's like
I'm
edging, kind
I'm
of.
very awkward with the back and forth and the keeping it sexy part. Like I I'm better off like telling you the scenario I want played out next time we're together.
Okay.
Like that I can do. But the back and forth cutesy cute, let's talk dirty, I don't. What?
I,
No.
I think the only thing, no matter what the
You all
conversation,
right?
baby,
Do we need to call the
no,
911?
it's fine. I don't know if it came from outside because there's no one here. Like my friends just left. So
Oh,
that's why I was like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, did y'all
I'm
hear
like,
that?
somebody was there. So are they still there? Is that who you
They
looking at?
left. Yeah, they
Just the
left.
fact that you're by yourself, like
Yeah.
I'm watching, like
Appreciate it.
I'll call
That's why y'all
911
on my first sister. I hit
immediately.
that button 5 times fast.
Let's
It sends y'all, it call y'all. Uh, that's what friends are for. Like,
right.
but ultimately, it's crazy because like I think of like sexing and all that stuff. Like I was telling you, it's kind of like edging. Like you about to, like you
Mhm.
set in the mood, but then it's like you gotta wait. You try to hold it, and then when you get it, it's like so euphoric and Big Bang Theory. It's mind blowing.
Yo, so even that I get because I can do the whole fool around until the point of and stop and like go and do something else and building up that anticipation
Mhm.
with the physical, but with the conversation back and forth, it's like I don't know, I'm just awkward. I just don't be knowing. Like I'm not good with small talk,
I hate
so
small talk though.
I'm just
I'm like,
awkward.
why are you here?
Like,
What we fucking and all? And are you ready to marry me and blow the bag on me? Like, come on, let's get to it. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over, okay?
ah,
I hate small talk. And I think what drives me insane the most is like the majority of my small talk experiences, Farron, are situations where it's things that I feel like people should remember. And then somehow we end up back here. So that's what drives me insane about the
mm,
small talk. But
mhm,
I think it's weird because like I get what you're saying because at times, like if it's somebody I'm really crushing on, I am the most awkward duck. I don't know what to say. And I feel like you should be pouncing on me and in my element because I'm that girl. Like being serious. So I'm like, you do the work. I'm just showing up. Like you like love on me. Just pour some sugar on me and like let's keep it going. Like I feel like all the extra stuff I shouldn't have to do. But I get so nervous, Farron, that my hands get clammy. And my
Real.
yes, it's so weird. And I will never forget, like there was one time my sister was with me because I was stalkerish. I'm not even gonna lie, but I knew what I wanted. Like, I'm gonna get it. It took a while, but
Mhm,
I was gonna get it. Like I just needed to be on that person's radar. That's
okay.
all. So it was
So you
all about
just kept putting yourself in their line of sight.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I would
Is that stalkery though? Like, were you seeking out where they would be to put yourself in their line of sight?
I would be seeking out where they would be to
Oh, okay, then yeah, you were stalkery then.
yeah, but it was more so like I feel like it was mutual, but he was playing, and I was like, I don't have time for this.
It's mutual, but he playing.
Niggas be liking the chase too.
They do.
They love it. They love it.
They
And
really do.
ultimately, like what was happening, it was almost, and I probably honestly really didn't have to do all of that, but I
Mhm.
was just like, I don't understand. how by time 3, you ain't gave me your number. So I'm gonna have to keep doing this. And
Did
then
you ask for it?
why did I have to ask for it? Okay, so the first 2 times, it was after this person's profession and they had a post game situation. So that
Mhm,
was like the first time we like formally met.
mhm,
And then after that, it was like I knew people that was friends or whatever, and that was not intentional. Like that just all organically happened.
mhm.
Like it was people. I was like, oh, like I didn't know that or whatever. And they was like, oh, I can introduce you. I'm like, just couldn't think of my number. Like, they don't introduce you. Like, I don't need that. Like, just then he would like follow me on like all these platforms, like even Vine, and would comment on stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what's the number? Where's the number?
Mhm.
And it would take another like year and a half, 2 years for him. And it was like really weird because I was over it. Like you said, I'm like, okay, I'm over this. You playing. And
Mhm.
then it was this other guy that like this other player that tried to holler at me. And I was like kind of going, I was like, I don't really want to talk to him. Like you kind of like, I feel like I can get like, I don't need the club or I
You
can get the elite.
you didn't wanna settle,
I
basically.
did not want to settle. And the moment that guy asked me out, asked me for my number, that nigga slid in my DMs. And then gave me his
So,
number.
basically, he had to see you almost with somebody else for him to get
It
in.
wasn't even there when that happened. I'm like, and then I was like, so when I finally text him, I was like, so what took you so long?
Yo.
That's the only thing I
Out
can
the
say to him.
gate, out the gate, out the gate, what took you so long?
Yes. He was like, it don't matter. We here now. No, we're
You know
not.
what? I can't even front. I probably would have said something along those lines. Like, thinking about who I am, I probably would be like, "It took you long enough."
I
Like,
was so I was exhausted, friend. I was drained. It drained me.
it drained you.
It drained me.
Oh my god. So, did you even still go forward, or were you that much over it?
It will take another year. I was
This making me tired.
I was tired. I was over it. It was a moment in time. It was fun when we finally connected. An amazing time, and that's just what it is. And if you want to spin the block, I don't know. But
Oh my goodness.
because like a part of it too is like I get these thrills by being able to tease and like kind of play mind games with people a little bit. And I feel like I wasn't able really to do that enough. Like where I really would have been all up in his mind, like Beyonce said. I am girl, I love it. Like I love leading niggas on. I love teasing them. I
Mm.
love batting my eyes and saying things are gonna happen, they ain't gonna never happen. And I'm gonna go home and forget about you. And then when I see you out in public, I'm totally going to be in your space, in your face, and love you for that moment and go home and forget about you.
Wow.
I'm not a terrible person. I just like to flirt and have fun.
So, put yourself on the other side. What would you call a
Shut
guy that
the hell
did
up.
that?
Shut up. You
Okay.
know what? Like, I just know what I want. And half of these niggas ain't got what I want. But it's fun while it lasts. So like it's like a way, like an icebreaker, especially if it's like you going out on your homegirl meet with a guy, and he got a homeboy. We know the homeboy probably is mediocre at best. So
Shit, because you be talking about how you want to be all married and you want to have kids and shit. And I'm like, yo, not playing them games, you don't.
but when it's time to be serious, friend, I know how to be serious.
Okay.
I do, but see, like it's a game. Like even like I'm an Aquarius. Like we are huge flirts.
Mhm.
Even my guy, I've seen him flirt with people in front of me, and I just like all this for the bartender. Okay, that's cute. And I'm like, shoot. But it's like, it's so funny. Like, I was like, we all do it. Like, my homeboy Daryl does it. Like, we all are these huge personalities and
Mhm.
flirts. And I love it. I love it. Like I was telling to hear about it. He thinks I'm a menace because of this. And I'm like, no, it's fun. Like, everybody has the little things that kind of turn them on. And I get off on that, like knowing that I can own my sexual power and like get in
Mhm.
your mind and play with
Yeah.
you. And then it just be nothing.
Yeah, that's why I said the only reason I'm giving you shit is because you told me what your plans are.
Yeah, but I didn't say
But
today, friend.
no, I have definitely done that and bragged about it too, and been like, no, I love the game of flirting for sport. It's like practice for me. So, and it also, I realized that I just have like kind of a flirty personality.
Mhm.
And so that's just how I come across. So now it's it's so funny that you called it a superpower because I was writing out some notes about my experience having this flirty personality. And the last thing I wrote was I kind of feel like a superhero because I know, like, I'm still learning how to wield my power, but I'm learning how to turn it on and off when it comes to women
Yeah.
because I didn't know how to do that. Like, so I kept running into places where my female friends would become very possessive of me. And it's like, wait, boo, we ain't fucking. Like, what's this all about? And it would either be that or they would just like started making little comments like they were interested in me just because they knew I was into women. But it's like, no, I don't want that. I don't
Yeah.
want, I appreciate this line that is drawn.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Do
So
you get hit on by women a lot, like just in general, or
um, I would have to say I probably do now.
okay?
Um, yes, I do now, but I feel like that's really because I know how to spot it more now.
Mm,
Before, I didn't know how to spot it. I didn't know how to flirt with women. I didn't know how to spot it when a woman flirted with me. And so now I feel like I know how to spot it better than I used
yeah.
to.
I feel like for me, it's always an energy that I just pick up on,
Mhm.
and then down the line, something is said, and even if they like mess with men too, like bye or whatever,
Mhm.
it's always just something that they give me, and I'm like, what do I be giving? Like, is it just that I'm just really cool and like comfortable with myself or whatever? Because I don't, like I don't mess with women, but it's the women and the swinger couples that always are calling. It's like my
Yeah.
body is calling them in some kind of way, and I'm like, what? It never be the couples friends that be like Tiana Taylor and Iman, RIP to their relationship, and I hope they figure it out. But it's never them. And it'd be like somebody whose name might be, you know, I'm
It's hard out there in them old poly swinger dating apps too.
like, wait a second. I'm like, and I don't know, like sometimes like, and this is something that April and I were talking about, because like you guys brought up the short hair. So somebody asked her about her having short hair. And do women approach her? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like he's trying to gauge like what you be on, like be aware of that because
Mhm.
hair shouldn't mean anything. But I also realized that people feel like, because you have short hair too, like me,
Mhm.
like it's a certain confidence that women that have short hair just exude in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I'm like, what?
I remember when my hair was super short. Oh, the haircut I had when Creepazoid palmed my head. It was this guy, older guy, that approached me, and he was like, seeing you walk around with your hair cut that low, he was like, it like you just look like the most confident woman
Yeah.
ever. And I was like, oh, good. Well, shit, let me own it. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I recently was asked the other day about, oh, do you miss having, long hair? And I said, the only time I miss it is sometimes when I have a photo shoot. That's the only time.
Mm,
Because sometimes, like, depending on like the outfit or the look, I say, man, this would be fine with long hair. But I
mhm,
just keep doing what I'm doing. But that'd be the
right.
only time because I don't know. I think I've been here like so long. It's like 6 years of now me having this short blonde hair or whatever. I just love it so much.
Mm,
I love the attention that I get,
mhm,
all of that. Like it's just because and I love going places where I know I'm about to walk into a space. And I
mhm.
was always like that, period, but I knew I was gonna stick out. Like I love the attention. I'm sorry, friend. I love it.
Yeah.
And I ain't change my game. Like I'm like, niggas love me. I'm on my Beyonce. Like,
You stupid. I can't lie, yeah. I definitely, when I did it, I was like, oh, this is something I've always wanted to do. Let me see. And so I did it at home. What was that? 2020. And fucking, I loved it, but my hair was like straw. It was like straw. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did it myself. But now I know I can rock blonde hair. Like the universe should have never let me figure that shit out.
right, at
First
all, at
chance I
all.
got,
That's
I
so
was like,
funny.
I'm going blonde. I'm never going back. And I had these braids, these big four big braids, the kind of the way Roxy Hayes wears her hair a lot.
Yeah.
Four big braids, and they were black. And when I was doing it, I was like, this is too damn dark. I look weird. And so I like braided some purple hair and what I need something else. This just don't look right. Like,
Man, and when you have your look, like it's your look, like, and it's crazy, like, cause I've had lines since consistently, except for like the last year when I was like, I want to try Tony Braxton '92, you know, um,
yeah.
it's your signature look, and like that's how people identify you, and know you as like Rodney Perry is like this blonde ambition, blah blah blah. Blah. So
Yeah.
it's just I just own it. Like I love it
Yeah.
so much. And
It
it gets
fits you though. It really, especially the blonde pixie, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. The color has faded out. It's still a little bit in there in the back, but I'm back. I'm happy. I'm like,
He back, y'all.
I'm back.
Yeah. What's
Like
up?
and I'm coming to steal y'all man. Like I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing because I don't want y'all to yeah.
Miss Steal Your Man.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got a little fun this time with my hair color. I did a
Okay.
little mix,
It's like a lavender.
but it's actually a mix of purple, blue, and like silver.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's
That's cute.
called Fairy Godmother, but yeah. I saw it and I was like, I want this. And it's like three of them back there. And once she did that last one, I was like, okay, no more of that. I just wanted a couple of braids. I'm
Oh
good.
yeah, because you just got your hair done today. It looks really nice, by the
Yes,
way.
thank you.
Yes. So before we wrap up and get out of here, I have before we do word association. Where's the most random place you've stored a sex toy?
Stored?
Yes.
Shit.
Like
Oh,
for
probably no. That's I don't feel like that's weird, but in a suitcase like that, in a piece of luggage that I like wasn't wearing. I mean, wasn't using for a while.
okay.
And like to get it out of the I didn't want it to be so easily found.
Were
Because
you living at home when this happened, or were you like
new partner. This was back home.
okay,
Back in Illinois.
okay.
So yeah, I didn't want it to be so easily found. So I threw it in a piece of luggage, and then fast forward some months. I'm moving, and was I moving or packing for I was packing for a trip, and with that partner opened up that suitcase, and it's just lying there. And it was like, okay. And like, sorry, I put that in there to hide that from you. And now here it is. It's fun. We should use it together. But this was like when I was like very quiet, quieter, a lot quieter than I am now about
Okay.
my interest. That was my first toy and everything at that point. So I still had a bit of shame about it, which is why I hid it instead of bringing it out into the, making a part of the conversation. So,
Okay. That's funny. Mine was in the glove compartment in my car.
oh,
And so I was living at home. And so my mom would meddle and things. Sometimes, like I've had thongs disappear because she said it feels like she's living with a grown woman, which I was grown. So she's thrown them away, or whatever. So I would put it in my glove compartment, because I would, use it during sex with my partner. And one day I just remember I could feel that my sister was going to open the glove compartment. Again, this was not her car. So why would you do that? And she opened that glove compartment and that vibrator and wine just rolled right on. And I was just like, why would you open? Why did you feel the need to go in there? Like, I could feel it. And I was like, and you did it. So now I'm like trying to explain like to my sister. So yeah.
no, that's your car. You ain't got to explain shit.
Baby.
How old were you?
I was in college, so by that time, I was probably like maybe like 20, maybe like 20, 21, maybe 22.
You just brought back a hell of a memory for me somehow. Wow. So I was thinking about my actual, it was not a vibrator, but I used it as one. So my first vibrator. So you remember those ink pens, those motorized ink pens that used to make you write squiggly?
Hmm.
I used to use that as a vibrator.
Ma'am, how?
Cause just by itself, the different motions, the different rhythms and stuff was just different vibration patterns. Take the little pen, because the little pen part came out, at least with the one that I had, the pen part came out because I had different colors that
Okay.
would just go into this motorized handle. And so I would
Yeah.
switch it to the different modes depending on, and that was my first one. I forgot all about
I'm
that
glad that I was here
right
to unlock
now.
the memory because there's always more to sex.
Wow. See, this is why I like talking about past stuff and experiences and stuff, because the things that come out be like magical. I forgot all about that.
And sometimes, like, yeah, yeah, I don't. I think I think that wand, it's a wand, and it's so funny because I low key still have one, not that, but it's battery operated, and so I don't use it. Um, unless like I've had situations where my vibrator has died in the middle of a session. Uh,
Oh,
oh my god, that feels like death when that happens. By the way, I was like, I have to do better in charging.
yeah.
But yeah, like it has like the different speeds, and it's like and you crank it up and and it's loud, but it's just like
Hmm.
I good times, good times. But I want to do a little quick word association. So I'm gonna say a word, and you tell me what immediately comes to mind,
Okay.
and then we'll close it out, and then yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna start with beads.
Ain't,
Beads.
ain't,
Beads.
ain't no ANAL.
I know you heard me.
Yes,
So
I
I was
heard.
like, that was really country how I said it. Okay. Uh, strap on.
Love it.
Oh, that's fine. Bukkake.
Yo.
I'll take a giggle.
Okay. No, my
Okay.
thing was like serious. I started giggling because what came up for me was like search history.
Okay.
Like, that's definitely something that I type in that I look for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Spank.
Them.
Okay. And last but not least, dominatrix. Okay.
Me.
Love it. Love it. Farren, thank you so much
Of
for
course.
coming
Always a good
on. It's
time.
been such a long time. Honestly, it's been since Renaissance and it was last year. So this can never happen again.
Oh, shoot. That was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it went by so fast. My sister gave me her shirt.
Oh.
She felt bad. And yeah, and just tell everybody where they can find the podcast and how they can subscribe and make sure they're sharing it with their friends.
Yes. So it's actually on my YouTube page, Farren Moore. Um, Also, what else? Find it on There's More to Sex on IG.
Okay.
Is the name of the IG. Sorry, I had a straight up brain fart. Like I didn't know you were going to ask me for this information. But yes, but it is on there. It's a show. It works well as a audio only, but it's a show. You want to see it.
You want to see it.
You want to see
You
it.
want to see it.
Yeah.
You want to see it. So
Yes.
don't forget, guys, we have the candles, saint-angeles.com/candles. We have our fall scents arriving. We have the pumpkin chai that is back, to true, as well as our holiday scent, Nuit de Noel, which is Christmas night. And I'm going to have something extra for y'all, too. Have another new scent, Marseille, which is, it's more summery, but who said summer has to end? Like, fall starts Saturday, but let's extend summer a little longer because the shit is bomb, okay? Like, I'm not gonna lie. And
Facts.
working on some body scrubs. Farren has tested out one of the scrubs before. And just
Oh, so
getting,
you are still doing them.
oh yeah, I did that for y'all, like for you to try out
Huh?
and see how it's moving. I just made a lavender and eucalyptus one. So
Oh, that sounds amazing.
yeah, I'll make you one. I'll make you one.
Please.
Yes. So I will see y'all back here next week. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the podcast with all y'all friends and hers as well. And let us like run a bag up. Be great. Share. We need it. Like we them girls. Like we that girl.
Thanks for having me, boo. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, boo.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, be mindful.